The pictures of a charred and blown apart bus in an airport in Bulgaria have left Israelis horrified and anxious. It's been 8 years since a suicide bus bomber struck inside Israel, but few here can forget the shocking scenes of carnage and chaos that were so common in the 1990s and during the Second Intifada. Israelis now must face the grim reality that even when they travel outside their country, abroad, they are terrorist targets. Dreams of a relaxing summer vacation on the Black Sea went up in smoke at the Burgas airport. Minutes after Israelis boarded buses that were supposed to take them to their hotels, an explosion tore through one of the buses. The terrorist attack killed at least 5 Israelis. 2 are in critical condition fighting for their lives, and nearly 3 dozen others were injured. Bulgarian and Israeli authorities have concluded a suicide bomber carried out the attack. On a body lying closest to the bomb, a fake American driver's license was found. Police are now looking at whether his U.S. passport is a forgery, too. Airport security cameras picked up shots of what authorities believe is the suicide bomber. It shows a Caucasian man with long hair dressed in casual sportswear. He is seen lingering around the bus pickup spot for at least 1 hour before the attack. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is blaming Iran and pointing the finger at its proxy, Hezbollah.
We have very clear indications that this attack was done by Hezbollah as a proxy of Iran. And we have all sorts of evidence, some of them we can't share publicly. What we can share publicly is the testimony of a Hezbollah suspect arrested elsewhere in the world who was going to perpetrate a similar atrocity. His operational plan was almost identical to what happened in Bulgaria. And when you see that sort of cooperation, I think that points a very clear light on Hezbollah and Iran.
At a press conference, Netanyahu urged the world to speak out against Iran's support for terror and warned that a terror state should not have nuclear weapons. Most Israeli counterterrorism experts believe Iran has launched a global terror campaign against Israel.
This is not a secluded terrorist attack that just happened in Bulgaria. This is an attack that is part of an overall campaign that started at least for the last year. In February this year, we saw several terrorist attacks and plots that were thwarted in India, in Georgia, in Azerbaijan. About 4 or 5 days ago, we saw another plot that was thwarted in Cyprus, in Limassol.
The Iranian official Israelis believe is in charge of these attacks is General Qasem Soleimani. He runs the Quds Force inside the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, an elite unit that attacks foreign targets. Some believe the suicide bombing could be Iran's way of punishing the West for the tighter oil sanctions that began this month.
Another reason might be the reason of trying to retaliate against Israel in what they claim used to be Israeli attacks against the nuclear scientists. And this might be some kind of revenge attacks.
Both Hezbollah and Iran have denied involvement in the Bulgaria attack. Condemnations of the terrorist incident have come in from around the world. U.S. President Barack Obama called Netanyahu and pledged to help in the investigation. The FBI and CIA are reportedly already on the ground helping in Bulgaria. Netanyahu has vowed Israel will respond to Iranian terror with, quote, a lot of force.
The government of Israel will do what needs to be done both to protect our people and to bring the perpetrators to justice. And we want every terrorist out there to know, if you attack our people, we will reach out and we will bring justice to you.
Deputy Foreign Minister Danny Ayalon says Israel will begin by filing a complaint at the UN Security Council. The next few days will likely be very difficult ones here in Israel. There will be a series of funerals as the victims are laid to rest. Many in this small country will share in the grief with these families who lost loved ones simply because they were Jews and identifiable as Israelis. Jordana Miller, JN1, Jerusalem.